Hello students, welcome to the online session of data analytics using R. In previous session we have studied some function to change the column names of data frame, then the function to drop column from the data frame, order, sort and rank function. In today's session we are going to study two important functions in R that are used to reshape data frame. So first we'll see what is meant by data frame reshaping. So R is basically a data analysis language. It is not a pure programming language. It is used to perform statistical and graphical analysis of data. So whenever we import data in R from some external data source, or whenever we create data structures in R, so not always that data structure is in a proper format that we want to analyze. So before executing any function on data for analysis, we need to arrange that data in some proper format, the format which is required for the analysis purpose. So to organize data in a proper format into rows and columns of data frame is called as data reshaping. So in R, there are two important functions, melt and cast. So these two functions are used to perform reshaping of data. In R, basically we have two data formats, long data format and wide data format. In wide data format, each row of data frame consists of data for a single entity. That row consists of that row is used to give, or it is used to specify the information of single entity, and all the details of that single entity is organized into columns of data frame. So that is called as wide data format. And in long data format, data frame consists of multiple rows for a single entity, and all the details of that entity is divided into number of rows. So in wide data format, we have a single row for one entity, whereas in long data format, we can have more than one rows for a single entity. Okay. So that is long and wide data format. And melting and casting is the process in R which is used to change these formats, these data formats. Melt function or melting process is used to convert wide data format into long data format, and cast function or casting process is used to change long data format into wide data format. So today we are going to study how to melt and cast data frame in R. So before using melting and casting function in R, we need to install reshape or reshape2 package. Without installing this package, we are not able to execute melt and cast function. So there are two ways to install these packages. First, you can use install.packages command. So this install.package command, it receives one argument, one parameter, that is the name of package that we want to install. So here we want to install reshape package. So you can simply write install.packages in bracket the name of package reshape, then press enter. Then this command will install that package from some CRAN mirror. Okay. And only the installation of package is not enough to use any function. Along with that package, we need to install the library also. So we can install library by using command library, and in bracket write down the name of package or the for which you want to install that library. So library reshape, again type this command and then press enter. So these two commands are used to install library and package that is required to execute any built-in function of R. Okay. So for melt and cast function, we require these library and packages. So, and another way of installing the package is that you can simply go to package menu, then click on load package menu, and then from the list of package you select the package name that you want to install. Okay, so after installing this reshape or reshape2 package, we will be able to use melt and cast function. So now we'll see how to convert wide data format into long, and how to convert long data format into wide. Okay, so here I am creating one data frame from vectors. So I have one vector called enroll. Enroll vector stores enrollment number of 6 students. Then I have another vector called class. Class vector is used to indicate the class of student first shift or second shift. Then I have vector DAR. So this DAR vector is used to store the score for subject data analytics. Another vector is there called NMA. It is used to store the score of NMA subject. Okay, so from these 4 vectors, now I am going to create one data frame. So suppose my data frame name is score. Score equals to data dot frame. It is a function which is used to create a data frame, that we already know, and this function receives the list of values or the list of vector by using which we are going to create that data frame. So I am using these 4 vectors: enroll, class, DAR and NMA to create a data frame. So this is my data frame. Okay, so score data frame is used to store scores of NMA and DAR subject for these 6 students: FS1, FS2, FS3, SS1, SS2 and SS3. Okay, class is there and the scores are there. Okay, now this format is called as wide data format because here there is a single row for each student. Okay, and the details of that student, that is class, score of DAR subject and score of NMA subject, all these details are organized in a single row. They are organized in a columns. That's why it is called as wide data format. Okay, now we'll see how to convert this wide data format into long data format. So to convert wide data into long, we have function melt, M-E-L-T. Okay, so by using this function we can convert wide data format into long data format. So I am creating another data frame. Suppose melt dot score. Okay, melt dot score. I am melting this data frame. I am converting this wide data frame into long. So melt dot score equals to melt. See, I have already, first I need to install that package. Install dot packages in bracket reshape. Okay, it will take some. Okay. Reshape. So melt dot score equal to, write down function melt. Okay, and after that write down the name of data frame that you want to melt. That is, I want to melt score data frame. Okay, so after that write down the ID variables. Okay, means the variables that we want to keep constant. Here enrollment number and class, these 2 variables will be constant variable because they are same. Okay, means FS1 FS1 student is from first shift, SS1 student is from second shift. So these are the constant variables, so they are called as IDs. we want to keep these two variables constant. And which are the variables, means which columns have variable values? DAR and NMA. These two columns have variable values for the particular entity. So we are going to melt these two columns. So what is the syntax? First, you need to use melt, that is a function name, then the name of data frame that you want to melt, score, then specify the columns that will be constant in id parameter. So id equals to C of enroll and class. So these two parameters, these two columns will be constant column. Okay, and what are our variable columns? So variable columns are these two, DAR and NMA. Okay, so the columns that we don't mention in id parameter, those columns will be automatically considered as variable columns. Okay, so here there is no need to specify the names of these two columns, DAR and NMA. We just specify the column name that we want for these two values in the output. So here DAR and NMA, these two columns are not mentioned in id parameter, means these two columns will be variable column for melt dot score data frame, and I want subject column name for those variables, for those variable values. Okay, so let's verify the result. Melt dot score. See, this is my molten data frame. Okay, this is the output of melt function, and this is called as long data format. Now we'll verify the difference here. So this is my wide data format, which is a original data frame. Okay, this is a wide data format, which is a original data frame, and this is a long data format, which is a molten data frame. Okay, so here in wide data format we have a single row for each entity, and all the details are organized into column. Whereas in long data format, see, enrollment and class, these two are constant columns. Okay, and subject and value, these are variables. Okay, subject, see, we have two subject for single entity. For fs1 we have DAR, for fs1 we have NME. So when we melt any data frame, when we convert any data frame from wide format to long format, it stacks the variable column. Okay, it create a stack of variable column. Okay, like see here, our variable columns are DAR and NMA, which are the different columns in wide format, but in long format these two columns are stacked together under a single column. Okay, see, for fs1 and for fs1 there are two rows. So in long format we can have multiple rows for a single entity. For fs1 there are two rows, for fs2 there are two rows, means for all the 6 students there are multiple rows. There are two rows in long data format, and the variable columns are stacked together under a single column. Okay, so this is the long data format, which is obtained by using melt function, and this is a wide data format. Okay, and this value variable is what? This value column is what? This value column is used to give you the value of that particular subject, the value of that particular variable. Here variable is what? Here variable is a subject, and values are nothing but the scores obtained by that particular student in that corresponding subject. So this is how by using melt function we can convert wide data format into long data format. Now we'll see how to use cast function to convert long data format into wide data format. So here we have this long data format, that is melt.score. So we want to convert this long data format back to the original format, that is to wide. Okay, so for that we require cast function. We have already installed reshape package, so we can directly use that cast function. There is no need to install that package again to use the cast function. Okay, so here I am creating another data frame called cast.score. Okay, score is our original data frame, so we'll keep that data frame as it is. Melt.score is a data frame which is in long format, and now I'm creating another data frame cast.score which will be in a wide format. Use function name cast. It again receives one parameter, that is the name of data frame that you want to cast. So I want to cast this data frame, this long data frame. The name of data frame is melt.score. Okay, and then now we need to map the columns. Okay, see here, while melting data frame we have stacked column together. Okay, we have combined two different columns together and we have created a stack of those columns. Now while casting that data frame, we need to separate this stacked column. Okay, we need to separate these columns and we need to map that column with the another columns. We need to perform the mapping of columns. So how can we perform that mapping? See, I want enrollment column, which is my fixed column. Then I want class column, which is again a fixed column. Okay, and I want to map that column with subject. I want to map that column with subject. So this tilt symbol is used for mapping. Okay, so enrollment number, class, this will be the constant column, and subject is the variable column. So I am mapping these constant column into the variable column. Okay, see, we'll verify the result. Cast dot score. Cast dot score. See, this is my output, cast dot score. Okay, see, I have casted this data frame. I have converted melt.score, this long format, into wide format, cast.score. See, we have got our original data frame which was in wide format. So this is how melt and cast function can be used to translate long format into wide format and wide format into long format. And we need to translate these format. We need to reshape data frame because while performing any statistical or graphical analysis, we want certain format which are applicable to any function. So to execute that function, we need to perform this conversion. Okay, now we have another data frame called first. See, this is a customer data frame. It consists of customer ID, product and price. Okay, so here if you carefully look at this data frame, for customer ID 1 there are 2 rows, for customer ID 2 there are 2 rows. Okay, means customer 1 has purchased 2 products, customer 2 has purchased 2 products. So from this format we can say cursed data frame is in a long data format because for a single entity there are multiple rows. So we can translate this cursed data frame into wide format by using cast function. Okay, so we'll translate that. So cast dot customer. Okay, so this is the name of my data frame. You can give any name to your data frame. Cast dot customer, use function name cast. I want to cast cursed data frame, so that is the name of my data frame. Now here you need to specify the column name that will be constant. So I want to keep customer ID as a constant column. And what is my variable column? My variable columns are product and price, because here there are different values for single entity. Product has two different value, price also has two different values. So that is my variable columns. Okay, so I am mapping customer ID to product. Okay, so product will be the column, product column will be divided into different columns. Okay, and what will be the value? Value will be price. Cast dot custom. See, this is how we have converted long data frame into wide data frame. But now if you carefully look at this wide data frame, it consists of lots of NA values, which is a wastage of space, and we don't want these much NA values in our data frame. So here we can say sometimes it is beneficial to store data in long format to avoid NA values. Okay, now see, if you if you create this wide format to store this type of customer data, then there will be a wastage of your memory space, because you need to insert number of NA values. Because see, customer ID, we have total 4 products, but customer ID 1 has purchased only 2 products. So for P3, P4 there are NA values. Customer ID 3 has purchased only 1 product. So for 3 products there are NA value. So instead of arranging this data into wide format, it is always beneficial, it is always efficient to organize this data in long form. So we can say sometimes it is efficient to use long format, and other times it is efficient to use wide data format. Okay. Now see, so we have this cast dot score data frame. Okay, so which is a casted data frame, and to cast this data frame we have used command cast dot score equals to cast melt dot score, which is our melted data frame, and enroll plus class map to subject. Okay, so here it means that we want to keep enroll and class, we want to keep these two columns constant, and subject column will be the variable column. See, this subject column will be divided into different columns. Okay, in DAR and in NMA. Okay, now we can change this mapping as per our requirement. Okay, this is not the only way to map the column, we can change the mapping as per our requirement. So for this this command, for this mapping, we have got this type of output. Now let's change this mapping. How can we change this mapping? We can change the mapping by using these column names. Okay, see, my command will be same. Cast dot score 1 will create another data frame for the changed mapping. Cast dot score 1 equals to cast of melt dot score. We are using same data frame, we are only changing the mapping of columns. So now here I want to keep subject as a constant column, and I want to change enrollment number. I want to divide enrollment number into different columns. I want to keep subject as a single column, constant column, and I want to change enrollment numbers. I want to divide enrollment numbers into different columns. Now let's see what will be the output of this mapping. So this is the output. See, output is what? Subject is constant column, subject is a single column, DAR and NME, and enrollment column is divided into different columns. Okay, so this is how we can get different wide formats by using cast function and by changing the mapping. Okay, so today we have studied how to change, how to reshape data frame by using melt and cast function.